Hey, everybody, and welcome to Lamar University. We're so happy that you decided to join us today for our virtual campus tour. And again, welcome. Speaking of welcoming, that is our first stop, our Welcome Center. This is the welcome gate on campus where anybody who needs directions about where to go on campus can come here. Whoever has admission step questions, they can come here. And also, this is where our LU crew and our admission counselors are housed as well. Also at the Welcome Center, we answer admissions calls and help anybody else who needs directions around campus, people around the city who may want to learn about Lamar University. That's all we do at the Welcome Center. Right over here is our Reod Honors College. On the first floor is the study rooms for the honor students. On the second floor is where our IT offices are, and on the third floor is where our marketing office and our president and vice president are housed. To get into the Honors College, one of the requirements is that you have a 3.5 GPA and you also maintain a 3.5 GPA. Right over this way is our CICE building. This is one of our lower traffic buildings on campus, and they also have a good amount of study rooms. So if you like for it to be peaceful and quiet while you study, this is a great place to come. Also at this building, you can come and pitch a business idea, and if the panel of judges likes your business idea, you may be able to get funding for your business. Sadly, that is all for me, but we do have a surprise for you at the Science and Technology building. Hey, Kelsey, are you ready?
Hey Darian, I'm Kelsey and I'm a biology major, and right now we're in the Science and Technology building, so let's get on to it. To my right here, we have a self-serve snack bar where you could get your snacks with either your dining dollars or just cash or credit or card. So you can see right here we have a lot of drinks to refresh and energize, and then also some snacks on the side like chips, bags of chips and cookies, anything like that in between studying. So let's follow me this way. So this building is an 83 square foot building, 83,000 square foot building. It has a lot of instructional labs, research labs, and study rooms. So I'm about to take you into one right now. It also houses a lot of collaborative efforts within those research labs where you can work with professors and also peers on research projects. So if you look behind me this way, you could see an example of a study room. It has a table in the middle, a lot of outlets where you can plug in your laptops, any other devices into to make sure that they get charged up for studying or working on projects. And this also helps, you can see in the back, a TV if you need to plug in your laptop to work on any kind of projects or presentations with other peers in your classes. Over here, you could see that we have more seating area where you could also meet with students or meet with your friends in between classes after. On our right this way, we'll have more instructional labs and research labs.
So Kelsey, what can students do in this building?
So there's a lot of things that students can do in this building. They can sew. We have a lot of sewing machines for our fashion merchandising students, which we'll see in the next room. We can grow. There's a greenhouse located outside of this building. We can innovate. Like I said, there's a lot of research projects going on. And then we could also study and learn because there are a lot of different classes that are being held in here.
What types of majors can we expect to be utilized in this building?
So mostly for class-wise, we'll see a lot of science and technology and engineering majors utilize this building for their classes. However, anybody can come in this building to study in one of these study rooms or just to kind of feel the aura of this whole building.
What is your favorite study spot on campus?
My favorite study spot actually on this campus is going to be the Science and Technology building. You could see earlier where we had a lot of study rooms. They are first come, first serve, but it's really nice because you do get that private area space. And then you also are able to collaborate with your friends in those study rooms as well.
And as a biology major, how would you say you've utilized this building?
So as a biology major, I've utilized this building by, I am a teacher's assistant, so I also teach labs for undergraduate students. And then I also am a student in classes here in my graduate courses. So if you can see behind me, this is one of the classrooms that the fashion merchandising students utilize. You can see that right here you have a design for a dress in the works, and then we have some sewing machines. Right here is another collaborative space. It is usually used for presentations, for different kinds of research expos, or just what we do in the admissions office at mid-student day. Behind me this way is called our makerspace. Our senior level engineering students, they utilize this building or this part of the building for their senior design projects. You can see the little wires at the top that connect to their power tools so that they can work seamlessly around the whole lab room to be able to work on their projects. And then behind me that way, you can also see the greenhouse. My personal experience that I have on campus, it's the most memorable one, is going to be within this building. So I've done a lot of research with a lot of professors. With our student to faculty ratio of 19:1, I was able to collaborate with a professor, get on board with their research projects, and then conduct that research with different grants that were offered to us in this building. And with that, I'll toss it over to Jordan in the residence halls. Thank you.
Thanks, Kelsey. Hi, everyone. My name is Jordan. I'm a nursing major at university, and we are in our residence halls. So in here, each student will come in here with a residence ID card. You'll be able to scan yourself into the building and also scan yourself at the checkout desk, at the security desk in the front. Each student is required to have a key, and the master key opens both their front door and only their residence room. So Darren's going to show you guys around the room a little bit. This is considered our honors dorm. You're only able to stay in the honors dorm if you are a part of the honors college or if you have a scholarship that allows you to live here. As a resident, you will have a personal key card in order to scan into the buildings, and each dorm is apartment style, meant for 2 residents. Each resident will have the one key that scans, that opens the door to their unit and to only their room. So your roommate is unable to lock your room if you have it locked. Each room comes with the furniture you see. In the bedrooms, there's a bed, nightstand, dresser, and desk. And in the living room, there are couches, tables, desk chair, entertainment center, mini fridge, microwave. You are not allowed to bring any open flames like candles, hot plates, wax warmers, an extra microwave or toaster due to, fire hazard. Each unit has a shared bathroom with separate shower and tub combo and toilet with double sinks and mirror and medicine cabinets and plenty of storage for each student. You can decorate your dorm room however you and your roommate please, as long as you follow the guidelines regarding items you use to hang things on the walls. Companionship are a college student's best friend, of course. As a resident, you will also get free cable, Wi-Fi, laundry, and trash pickup. Each resident hall has at least 2 laundromats in the building, while Campbell here has 3. We ask that you use liquid laundry products and not powder due to possibly clogging up our machines. So our next stop on the tour is going to be our community kitchen. So follow me there. No, as a student, you get plenty of free amenities here. You get free trash pickup, free Wi-Fi, and free cable. So if you look here, they have green garbage cans out on the back patio. So whenever your garbage can gets full in your room, you can come and bring it out here, and they come pick it up every day. Now we're going to go into the community kitchen. So in this kitchen, it is self-serve, self-clean. So whatever you make, you got to clean up after yourself. Otherwise, no one else can use it. You are able to reserve kitchen times in order to come in here and cook. Maybe hold a birthday party or just a little get-together with your friends. In here we have fridge, stove and oven, microwave, toaster, and dishwasher. While you can't cook in your actual dorm room because some things you just can't use other than microwaves, You can come in here, reserve a time, and bring any pots and pans you may want to bring and cook whatever you want. Of course, you gotta come back yourself. But all right, my personal experience in this dorm, I used to live here. We used to come in here with our resident assistants, and we would actually do birthday parties for each other. We would come in here and we would actually paint our own welcome mats. So it's a fun little experience if you guys are living on campus. Now I'm going to hand it over to Steven at the library. Hey Steven, how's the library looking today?
Hey Jordan, it's looking good today. My name is Steven. I'm an accounting major here at Lamar University. I'm going to show you guys today my favorite spot to study on campus. This is the Lamar University Library. It's the tallest building on campus. It is 8 floors. Once you walk into the first floor, to your right, you'll see a Starbucks. And then once you look to your left, you'll see an ATM where you can access your Bank Mobile Cardinal One account as well. We also have a bunch of tables and chairs that you can study here, hang out with your friends in between classes. Just another, place you can hang out. And then once we walk through here, you can see lots of computers. So we have a computer lab on the first floor, as well as the printing station where you can print out any documents from the computers, and you are allowed 1,000 free pages per semester. We also have the circulation desk where you can ask them for any help finding any book or anything like that about the library. You can go up there, they'll help you out. We also have the Lamar University Tutoring Center, where you can have any tutoring sessions for any classes on campus. Usually the tutors are also former students that took those classes, so it's pretty helpful to go up there and ask for help. And then we also have the Lamar University Writing Center, where you can go and ask for help for any essays, research papers for your classes. They can help you proofread them as well as give you any tips on how you can better that essay. And then second through the 5th floor, we have what we like to call our stacks, which is where our books are located, where you can check out. We also have lots of study areas up there as well. On the 5th floor, we have the quiet study floor. So if you're a person who really likes it, no sound, super quiet, I highly recommend you go up there. It's probably the best place for that type of studying. 6th floor, we have study rooms where you can actually reserve them. 7th floor, we have another computer lab and also our IT department where you can go and get help resetting any passwords or anything for your Lamar account. 8th floor is our university reception center. So a lot of organizations hold their formals there. The nursing department holds their white coat ceremonies up there as well. The business department also holds Meet the Firms, where a lot of different accounting firms come from Houston and all around their area to help, students with any internships, anything like that. And that's pretty much it here at the library. And I'm going to go ahead and send it over to Matt at the quad.
Hey guys, my name is Matt and I'm a biology major here at Lamar University. And right now we're located in the quad, which is the heart of campus here at Lamar University. I'm standing out in front of our university's namesake statue, Maribel B. Lamar, and I'm going to tell you guys about a couple of the important buildings in this area. So firstly, we have our Wimberley Student Services building. The most important thing about this building to know is that it's basically known as the money building on campus. Anything that has to do with money will be located in this building, such as the parking office, the financial aid department, scholarships, and even the Veterans Affairs office. Furthermore, you can find our photo ID department in here, so if you ever need a replacement student ID, you can find it in there as well. Next, I'm going to tell you guys about the Carl Parker building. So there's a couple of important things in this building as well. I'll start with the campus post office. So if you ever want to get your mail sent here and you live on campus, you can rent out a PO box for a small fee per semester. Furthermore, and way more important, is the Undergraduate Advising Center. So as a freshman coming in, a lot of students don't realize that you do have to get advised every single semester to get registered for your classes and make sure that everything is lined up for the semester ahead. So every single semester you'll go in there and you'll meet with your advisor, and they'll help you get your advising holds removed and get you set up for your classes next semester. So with that, there are a couple of important academic buildings in this area as well. And as I walk back, I'll go ahead and tell you guys about those. So we have the Archer Physics building, which is just like it sounds, is where our physics department is located. We have our Lucas Engineering building, which is kind of like a basic beginner engineering building, but it's also where our math department is located. We have our College of Business over here as well, which is where our business department is located. And as we start walking back, I'm going to start telling you guys a little bit about our Student Setzer Center. So this is one of the more newly renovated buildings on campus. And when I was a freshman here, it was completely different. And now it really is a thing to behold. And it's one of my favorite buildings on campus for sure. So as we walk in, I'm going to tell you guys about a few of the important things in this area. As we walk by through the quad, though, you can see we have a few sit areas for students to sit and study and just kind of chill in between their classes. So follow me and I'll go ahead and lead you guys inside the building. So as we walk in, off to my right, you can see we have a couple of important things to note. Firstly, we have the market at the Setzer Center, which is kind of just a cool little place to come and get like a snack or a drink in between class, especially if you're kind of in a hurry. Next, we have the campus bookstore right here, which is a really good spot to come and get LU apparel and merchandise.
So Matt, other than Lamar gear and merchandise, what else can you buy in the Barnes & bookstore?
So it is a bookstore, so you can buy your textbooks here, and you can also buy your school supplies, such as notebooks, pens, pencils, and even testing supplies such as Scantrons. So as we go through here just a little bit more, you can see off to my right, we do have a staircase leading to the upstairs portion of this building. Upstairs is kind of like an unspoken quiet area, so it's a cool little place for students to go and study and eat if they just want like a little bit of peace and quiet. So walking through here, you can see we do have, even down here, plenty of areas for students to just sit and chill and study in between their classes.
So on a normal class day, what would you expect occurring in this building?
So this actually is one of the busier buildings on campus. Tons of organizations like to come and set up their booths here for students to just kind of, engage and interact and figure out what they want to do in terms of getting involved on campus. So as we go back just a little bit, you guys can see we even have elevators going up to the second floor. There's the bathrooms right here. There's the TVs that have kind of like the cardinal news of the day. So there's a lot going on in this building. Typically, it is a little quiet right now, but don't expect that to be a normal thing. So going back, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys about our food court here at Lamar University. This is where some of our biggest and most popular restaurants are located. So we do have the campus Chick-fil-A, Panda Express, and Smoothie King.
What is your favorite place to eat on campus?
So while the food court might be one of the more popular areas on campus, my personal favorite would have to be the dining hall. It is our buffet style, student-oriented eating area on campus, and it's really inexpensive. It's only like $7 even if you don't have a meal plan. But if you do have a meal plan, it's only one swipe of a card to get in and eat as much as you want and stay as long as you want.
And what has been your most memorable experience on campus?
So up to this point, my favorite experience really has been working for the LU crew because it's been a really fun way to get involved and engaged on campus. And I guess that kind of leads into my advice for any incoming freshmen. Make sure you get involved on campus because it really is the best way to enjoy your time here at Lamar University, making friends and memories that you'll never forget. And with that, I think that's all for me here at the Setzer Center. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to Sloan at the rec.
Thank you, Matt. The Set is definitely one of my favorite places to eat on campus, and this is my favorite place to work out. My name is Sloan, and I'm a business major here at Lamar, and I'm going to show you around the rec. So when you first get to the rec, you come in and you take your student ID and you swipe it. Your screen or your picture will pop up on the screen here, and then they'll let you in. When you first walk into the rec, there's going to be a hallway on your right, and that is going to be a hallway that leads you to our McDonald gym. Our McDonald gym is where our volleyball team practices and plays, and where our basketball team practices. Next to this hallway, we have our multi-purpose basketball court. So right here, sometimes it'll be set up for organization fairs, but for most of the time, all of the basketball goals are down, and you can just play pickup basketball, or you can just go and shoot hoops. All throughout the rec, you'll notice that we have these lockers. These red lockers are free for you to use, but they do not have a lock on them. So if you want to lock up your belongings while you're working out at the rec, you have to bring one of your own. After 24 hours, all of your belongings are taken out and they are donated to Goodwill. Right here is where we have all of our equipment. So in the front, you can see is where we have most of our cardio equipment, our leg machines, our arm machines, and then in the back is where we have all of our weights. Every couple of years, we phase out our equipment just to keep replenishing for our students so everything stays top of the line.
Right after our equipment is where we have our multi-purpose court. As you can see right now, some students are playing badminton because that's what's set up at the moment. But typically, it's either set up for badminton. Sometimes they have the volleyball court set up. They'll have the basketball goals down. And then right behind our multi-purpose court is where we have our indoor arena. So this is where our intramural soccer plays, as well as where our archery club practices. Up above our multi-purpose court, we have an indoor track. Our indoor track is a little bit smaller than a typical track. So instead of 4 laps equaling 1 mile, 10 laps equals 1 mile. Upstairs, we also have additional cardio equipment such as bikes, and then we also have an octagon, which I've seen some of our students use to train for American Ninja Warrior. Right off our multi-purpose court, we have our media room. So our media room is a cool little feature we have for our students. So on the other side of our media room is where we're going to have 5 TVs that you can put on 5 different channels. And then you can also hook up any gaming console that you want. In our media room, we also have pool tables, we have foosball tables, shuffleboard, and we have air hockey. The only thing that costs money is going to be air hockey, just because we don't want to continuously use energy. So it only costs 75 cents. Opposite of our media room is where we have our courtyard. On our courtyard, we have a little bit of a tiny little putting green, and then, which is actually, this is my favorite feature about our rec. One of our organizations on campus called Outdoor Pursuits puts on free s'mores every Thursday night. So it's just a little fun activity that students can come and just kind of chill out throughout the week. And then this is our racquetball room. So right now our racquetball room is actually set up for ping pong. But if you would like to go play racquetball, you would just go to our equipment checkout, which I'll show you in a little bit. You can go check out all the equipment you would need for that. And then we also have a cycling studio. So sometimes throughout the semester, we'll have cycling classes, or we'll have Zumba classes. And if we have the Zumba classes, they just take out the bikes and we use that same area for Zumba. Right here we have our locker rooms. So our locker rooms are set up with showers, toilets, and obviously lockers. If you would like to use a locker for while you're here at the rec, you would just go to the Carl Parker building and purchase one for $15 like you would a P.O. box. This right here is going to be our equipment checkout center. So any of the balls or any of the equipment that you've seen or heard me mention throughout our tour of the rec, this is where you would go and check them out. So you would just walk up, you would tell them your Lamar ID number, and they would give you whatever equipment you asked for. And then at the end of your time here at the rec, you would just go bring it back and they would check you off their list. So our final attraction here at the rec is going to be our rock wall. 132 trips up this rock wall equals 1 mile, and you will have completed the mile challenge. The rock wall is organized and put on by our Outdoor Pursuits Club that also does the s'mores on Thursday nights. I had a great time showing y'all around the rec, and I had a great time having y'all on tour today. Jordan, Kelsey, are y'all still there?
Hey, Sloan, I'm still here at the Welcome Center. Thank you guys for joining us on our virtual tour today. Kelsey, are you still there?
Hey Jordan, I'm still here. I'm on the 2nd floor of the set right now called the Veranda. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you are looking for any more information on visit opportunities, please go to lamar.edu/visit. Thank you so much and hope to see you on campus soon. Bye.